Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
So if you're watching these videos and you want to get into DCS, definitely check out Apex Gaming PCs. This is where I got my laptop. I'm super happy with what I received. And keep in mind that they have the A-Firm program, which allows you to pay month to month so that it doesn't hurt your wallet too badly. Check out the links below to make your own custom PC that fits your budget. Big thank you to Apex Gaming PCs. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're here in the F-15 Eagle, and we're going to be fighting the Russian equivalent, which is the Su-35 flanker. And, you know, he's got S-300 support, and we have a bunch of civilian aircraft in the air as well, so we got to be careful. So we're climbing here. You can see on radar I have all of these contacts with the circle. The circle indicates not hostile or friendly. So we're looking for the guy who's going to show up on my radar as a dash, and a dash indicates hostile on the F-15 radar. So we're going to lock him up, assuming we can find him. Currently nothing. But he also has S-300 support. I have Patriot support. So neither one of us can really push into the other guy. Although ideally you don't want, you know, S-300s and Patriots shooting in this kind of environment. We're going to have enough trouble with our missiles flying around, our own Fox 3s. So there's no need for SAMs and stuff as well. It's going to be critical that we maintain lock as much as possible on these missiles, so they don't go pitbull on a civilian aircraft, which you can see off in the distance there. There's two guys. This kind of scenario, in my opinion, you know, it's interesting because, oh, here we go. Look at this. You see that dash on the radar, 24,000 feet. That's a hostile flanker who's locking me, actually. So he's going to want to close. I don't have the shoot queue yet. My HUD, you see a circle on my HUD will get bigger. That's going to be my shoot queue, indicating to me that the probability of kill has increased. But yeah, it's interesting to do this scenario because, you know, you'll see what it's like to just have missiles flying around civilian aircraft and stuff. And I'm going to try not to shoot at him when he's next to other aircraft or if he's close by, because that AMRAAM, once it reaches terminal guidance, and similar with his R77-1, once it reaches terminal guidance, it's going to switch to its own radar. There's two other civilian guys way down there. When it switches onto its own radar, that's called going pitbull, and at that point it could lock onto a civilian aircraft if it's too close, if he's too close to it. So we want to avoid that. We want to maintain lock as long as possible to give the AMRAAM the best chance of hitting the correct target. We are, look at that, look at this. There's like two guys way over here. Wow. A lot of civilian aircraft up in the air. Can't tell what flights those are, of course. We are 47 miles 40,000 feet, Fox 3, and we'll defend. No AWACS up here today. Everyone's got to do their own radar work. Once again, we are maintaining lock as best as I can for as long as I can. So we've entered a crank. A crank is when you offset the bandit to the gimbal limit of your radar, implying that, you know, the radar is jammed as far to the, in this case, to the right as it can be. It's just staring at him. It's got him locked. It can't go any further right. What that does is this offset creates a situation where his missile has to lead me. Leading me causes the missile to lose speed, because missiles have finite energy, right? They don't just burn the entire time. They burn for 7 to 15 seconds on average. and then that's it. It's got its own kinetic energy, and it's got to work with that. So, you know, every time you force a missile to turn, you bleed its energy. So this is why the crank is good. It causes the enemy missile to turn. Missile just went pipple on me, so we're going to defend cold and turn away. I've provided as much guidance to that AMRAAM as I could. I'm now off cold, because if I don't go cold, I'm going to die. And we'll go ahead and recommit vertically from here. Climbing up here now. That missile is on my 6. No problem there. Once again, I gotta try to find him on radar here, sort him out from all the civilian aircraft that are in the area. And even once I find him, you know, we gotta make sure that he's not, you know, very close to a civilian aircraft that, you know, I don't want the missile to go pipple on it. He's supposed to be off the nose here, according to the RWR. He's right off the nose, but I'm having trouble picking him up on radar. Not really sure why. I'm playing with the elevation here. It's not getting anything, so I'm gonna have to defend here. Alright, so I didn't get to shoot. For reasons unknown to me, I was unable to see him on radar. And he has me, you can hear the tone, the lock tone, he has me locked. So I'm going to make an assumption that he fired a missile at me, so I'm going to defend. Even though I did not manage to shoot a missile. He doesn't know that. He would assume that I fired one as well, which means it's critically important that I recommit quickly. There's the tone for a missile going pipple on me. As we defend cold here. We'll recommit here. This is one of the scenarios where like a Fox 1 is actually kind of interesting because, you know, we talked about terminal guidance with the Fox 3s. The Fox 1 doesn't have that issue. You have your bandit locked the entire way. Look at all those civilian aircraft up high. You know, you have in the Fox 1, you lock, you maintain lock all the way until missile impact. So there's no possibility, as long as you have the correct target locked, there's no possibility of you hitting something else with your Fox 1. Alright, recommitting now, and I'm kind of close to this civilian aircraft. There's a missile underneath me. And he's looking for me. I am still fairly far away, I would say, from this civilian aircraft. But you know what, let's pull to the left here just to get away from it, if we can. I have him on radar here. Look at this. He's not even committed onto me, so we're good still. But never mind, he's committed onto me now. Fox 3. Alright, so we're going to have to start defending here. And that's good because we'll drag any missile he shot at me away from that civilian liner there. And remember that me diving away, it's like exponentially leading the missile away because the missile has to lead me as well. And you can hear the tone on the RWR. He still has me locked. Look at that. And there's the tone. That's the R-77 going into terminal guidance or going into pipple. So it switched over to its own radar. We'll go ahead and drop tanks. Continue cold here momentarily because I think there's still a missile chasing me. Yeah, there it is. Just staying cold for just a momentary second or two longer than I usually would. Just because those R-77-1s are actually pretty dangerous. We'll go ahead and recommit here. And we'll recommit vertically so the missile can't follow. And hopefully he's having as much trouble as I am defending my AMRAAMs as I'm having with his R77s. Recommitted once again high. You can see it's a little disorienting with this weather. It's easy to get disoriented in the clouds. Missile is underneath me. We're good. You can ignore that tone. Don't worry about it. We're climbing away. That's just the missile still pinging me, trying to get a lock. What's going on? Oh, I got disoriented there. Hold on. We were wrong side up. There we go. And flip it right side up. Yeah. So you can see how the clouds kind of disorient you. Got him locked. 21 miles. We're going to climb slightly. Fox 3. There we go. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you're disoriented because of the clouds, you can use the pitch ladder on your, HUD to tell you if you're inverted, upside down, right side up, all that stuff. So I fired that missile and I immediately went cold. It's 21 miles. Look at this. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Look at that. That guy's flying right in the direction that a missile will be coming at me. There's another guy up there. So let's turn away. Maybe try to lead that leading missile away from whatever that was. Whatever country's airliner that was. Air France, Air Russia, Switzerland, whatever. I have no idea. Couldn't tell, it was too dark. I'll recommit vertically here. And hopefully I don't explode right now. It's a little bit of a dangerous recommit just because I need to become offensive again. And see if I can get a drop on him while he's still defending. A lot of airliners up here again. Just imagine you look out the side of your aircraft like you're flying in one of those airliners and you just see an eagle scream by. Got him on radar here at 14,000 feet, 30 miles locked. And we're going to push a little closer, build some probability of kill. And you can see we have two civilian airliners up here with me. We're being locked. I'm going to not shoot as this guy crosses in front of me. I'm going to wait till he passes for obvious reasons. The last thing I need is that missile lofting into a civilian airliner. Fox 3. And so we'll start hitting the gimbal limit once again, trying to maintain lock as long as possible as we defend into denser air. I'm actually going to turn away at 17 miles. Lost lock. We'll brake here. I guided that missile in pretty close. It should be going pitbull. I actually gave that missile pretty good PK, so I would be surprised if it didn't hit him. And I got that, I think it went into terminal guidance pretty close to when I broke lock on it, so